Question number 10, Jacqui Dean.
Thank you, Mr Speaker. My question is to the Minister for Building and Construction and asks, what is the government doing to improve the earthquake-prone buildings policy system?
Mr Speaker.
Honourable Maurice Williamson.
Mr Speaker, today I announced the government's new nationally consistent policy to deal with earthquake-prone buildings. It was clear the current policy needed to be changed following the Canterbury earthquakes and the subsequent Canterbury Earthquake Royal Commission report, which made 36 recommendations in relation to earthquake-prone buildings. The new policy today deals with the 13 outstanding recommendations, with the other 23 already being part of the government's work program. Overall, the government's decisions are broadly in line with the Royal Commission's recommendations.
Supplementary.
Supplementary question, Jacqui Dean.
Thank you. To the Minister, what are the key elements of the new policy?
Mr Speaker.
Honourable Maurice Williamson.
Mr Speaker, earthquake-prone buildings will be identified and assessed within 5 years, and building owners will then have another 15 years to either strengthen or demolish those buildings. There will be extensions of up to 10 years from the national timeframe for some heritage buildings, and exemptions will also be available for buildings where the impact of failure is very low. The current strengthening requirements for earthquake-prone buildings will not change. Owners will still have to strengthen to 34% of the new building standard. And, Mr Speaker, a public register of earthquake-prone buildings will be created by the Ministry of Business, Innovation and Employment so the public can see firsthand which buildings qualify.
Supplementary question, Te Uraroa Flavel.
Kia ora, Mr Speaker. To the Minister, what advice has he received from the Minister of Disability Issues about how the new earthquake-prone buildings policy aligns with Government's commitment to progressively improve the accessibility of public buildings?
Honourable Maurice
Mr
Williamson.
Speaker, the decision taken by the Government this week was to allow for regulations to be put in place that would determine what criteria would be required for the triggering of disability access and fire safety standards if indeed a building was also requiring of earthquake strengthening. Those criteria have not yet been established, and I look forward to the debate of that as we begin to promulgate the regulations for such.
Question number 11, the Honourable Trevor Mallard.
Mr Speaker, my question is to the Minister of Science and Innovation. What decisions, if any,